Good evening. I'm Master JMT. Welcome. Welcome to another episode. Talking with Master JMT. Like I said, my martial arts consist of karate, taekwondo, Wing Chun, and Karate. As I explained in the other video, taekwondo, karate, Wing Chun, and Karate. All mixed up into one style, my own style. And yeah, go on, we'll do it like that there. So we're all getting ourselves together. We're all in our own space, whether you believe you are or not. You're in your own space, in your own time, or whatnot. Try not to compare yourselves to others. You're always working on yourself to do better. And I encourage you to keep moving forward. Meditation definitely will help one move forward. Prayer will help one move forward. The difference between me and other masters is a lot of people would say you can call it the universe, you can call it the spirit, you can call it the higher power, you can call it this, you can call it that. I will always call it God, nothing more, nothing less. I believe that God created any and everything. So I roll with God. I take God out of the Buddha, God out of everything. Every religion that has fallen, I take God out of absolute everything and correlate it into my own studies. I encourage you all to get alone and experience most things alone before you go out into the world. There is nothing but conflict in the world. Everybody is so strong to believe in what it is that they have been taught, what they have been raised to believe. And they're trying to recruit you, and you're trying to recruit them. And they're trying to convert you, and you're trying to convert them. And when we speak with our tongues, we can be offensive all the time. We can be offensive. And so you fight, you have conflict, and in the world, there's a certain thing called conflict of interest in business, which means that that conflict can get in the way of business. That conflict can get in the way of us moving forward. So it's strange that only in business do they say a conflict of interest. This is something that you should take and incorporate it into your lifestyle, which is called a conflict of interest. Now, in conflict of interest, most of the conflict of interest has to do with the business predicting that they would lose if they was to go with something or go along with another side or this, that, and the other. So they don't want to lose, so therefore they have a conflict of interest. So this term conflict of interest, I will use this conflict of interest in my own way. For example, There's a lot going on in the world today, so I have a conflict of interest. You know, we want to keep it positive, but we also cannot look away from the darker side. But at the same time, we must not be possessed by the darker side. So, these are some things to think about when you are in the world, but not of it. And with that said, let's get right into our exercise. The last time I met with you, I was going over the ball and certain other things. So we will go over the ball once again because I believe that the ball is very important. It is a strong technique that you need to incorporate into your style. So here we go. So we will start off with the ball, right? We'll start off with the ball, and then we will get into something new. Hang on for a second. That's a little bit better. Push it back. You can see me. That's a little bit better. Oh. Let's push it down just a little bit more. All right. So, here we are. We're going to start with the ball. This is the ball. And you move the ball. Picture the ball. And you move the ball. The ball is not only your defense, but it is also your offense. As long as you have the ball, you quite possibly might be very, very untouchable. Once you master the ball, it's quite possible that you may be very, very untouchable. So you open the ball, close it, open it, close it, open the ball and close it, open the ball, close it, open it and close it. This is opening the ball and closing it. Open it, close it, open the ball, close it. When you open the ball, you expand the ball. The ball is expanded. You may need to expand the ball. Don't think of the reasons of why now. Just get the technique down. You will discover later on why it's important to expand the ball. In battle, the ball must be expanded. Open the ball and close the ball. Open it, close it. Open it and close it. Open it and close it. Now, what we want to do is we're going to want to move around with the ball. Notice we still have the ball. Move around with the ball. You still have the ball. Return to the ball. Still have this ball. Return to the ball. Return to the ball. Now, when you expand the ball, there are reasons to expand the ball. Now, this is still the ball. Actually, it's a extension of the ball. And then return to the ball. We want to return to that ball. Return to the ball with a block. Return to the ball and block. Return to the ball and block. Now the ball, when you're doing the ball, it is a defense. You don't necessarily have to always be throwing the ball. You can be stationary. Stationary. And as you predict your opponent's move, then that's when you can bring the ball. Somebody might go for a punch, and your reaction of the ball would be the extension of the ball. Somebody was to punch, your extension of the ball would be more accurate, more in depth. With a high punch, a high ball, high extension of the ball. Well, if you're moving rapidly like this in your mid section, it's going to be very, very hard for your opponent to attack you. I mean, they can attack, but will they land a punch? Unless they're on an equal level as you, they will not be able to come in and do anything with you at all. That is the ball. Of course, never lower your eyes to your opponent. Eye. Always look in the eye. Now, the next thing I want to go over with you is the punch. When you punch, do not thrust with everything that you've got right away. Fighting like a younger man is very, very awesome, but you must preserve your energy. This also helps you preserve your energy and put out little bits at a time, but yet preserving most of your energy. When you throw a punch, you keep your fist light all the way into the time of impact. You step into it and full body in one fist. It'll look something like this. You want to step into the hit. Whole body in one fist. Whole body in one fist. Remember, whole body in one fist. Now, I'm going to show you another hit. It's kind of like a uppercut, a side uppercut hit. If you do this with rapid speed, you can also hit and then also come with an elbow at the same time. It goes like this. Once again, whole body in one fist. This move, you hit him with your fist, and then you come around with the elbow. It happens so fast. It's almost like your fist and your elbow are one. And if you do it rapidly, it's going to feel as though your fist and your elbow are one. step into the hit. Once again, whole body in one fist. In this case, whole body in your fist and your elbow. All right? Once again. Whole body in one fist. Remember to breathe. Breathe. And then always remember, just don't throw it out there. Whole body in one fist. Now, this is my right hand. So, your right hand to the right side of your body, your right hand to the left side of your body. So we did this way. So now we're going to the left side of our body. Ready? Here we go. Reposition. 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 Reposition ourselves. Reposition. Reposition ourselves. Reposition again. Reposition. Remember, whole body in one fist. Whole body. Whole body in one fist. Reposition ourselves. Never lower your eyes. Always look eye. All right. Woo! Let's take a little break. 1 minute break. And then we get back on it. Woo! Actually, not 1 minute. Less than a minute. All right. Here we go. Let's return to the ball. Return to the ball. Return to the ball. The ball. Once again, the ball. The ball. The ball. Now, this is a good exercise. Whew. Hang on. Now then, this is a good exercise. Back to the ball. We want to keep the ball in motion. All right? This is what I want you to do. I want you to take a full 60 seconds and move the ball. Don't stop moving the ball for 60 whole seconds. That's just a minute. Move the ball rapidly for 60 seconds. Bring it up, bring it down. 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 Bring it up. Bring it down. Then when you get real good, you do it however you want. You move it all around your body. Because you may have 2-3 guys coming at you. As long as you're moving the ball and moving out of the way, in and out, exposing different areas where they are not blocking, exposing areas that they are not protecting. Real low, real high. Come back. Once again, eye. Always look eye. All right. Okay. All right. Thanks for joining me once again. I am Master JMT. Take care. care of yourselves and each other.